What's going on, everybody? Man, what a devastating movement in the market. Talking about Bidu specifically, but the whole market is taking a beating. So, man, I hope everybody out there is doing all right. Hope everybody out there taking some precaution in the market. Man, the decisions are difficult to make, what to do. I know me personally here, I've taken a beating like a lot of us out here in the world, playing in the markets and playing in other areas. I labeled this Bidu, right? So we want to figure out what's going on with Bidu. So I'm going to talk about Bidu specifically here. I personally removed my position in Bidu 2 days ago because I didn't see any long-term growth, any short-term profitability. I say short-term within the next, 3 months, few months. Another reason why I removed my positions in Bidu is because there's, in my opinion, better stocks to get into that offer more upside than downside, right? So, for example, I removed my position in Bidu and went into my slip in here, but I went into the Carnival CCL. Everybody knows the cruise liners have went down drastically. So I got into them at $16, around $16, $17 a few days ago, and they're down. So, trying to figure out what to do, but looking at Bidu, it seems really valued at this point, but we don't know what's going on right with the market long term. So I did remove my stake in Bidu. I feel like the market, my personal opinion is the market is going to continue to fall. I still see a lot of room for falling in some of the big stocks. I find it extremely hard to believe that Bidu can fall much further than it has. But unfortunately, I think it will. On the upside, all of these considerable drops are going to create some extremely, great moves to the upside. Once the market hits the bottom, right? I mean, if we can get into Bidu at $50, for example, man, we can do real well when the thing does pop back up. How long will it take? I mean, it drops so fast. Just this hunch would think it would, be able to climb up just as fast as it went down. But it definitely doesn't feel that way. It feels like the drops are going to take some time. I mean, here in America, we're looking at they're telling us a couple months out before they're even going to start opening things back up. So, where does that leave the markets, in terms of jumping off the shelves to the upside? I don't think that's going to happen personally. So it's a play to the downside, wishing I bought some options at this point. I think options to the downside is the move. I think it's been the move. Any of you out there that are doing the options to the downside, man, you guys are ahead of the curve. So I think that's going to be my move here. I just want to jump on, let everybody know that, I did remove my position in Bidu. Again, it was a small position. I had 50% of the market, 50% of the stocks. I had 50 shares, so it's a small number. I bought them at 160. Once they had their first pullback, their first decline, and never rebounded. It did rebound a little bit, went back up, so on and so forth. But then in total, I basically lost about $3,500 in that half a stake, half a stock position I had, pulled out, like I said, and got into a different stock with more appealing stock. So, man, if you guys have anything to share about Baidu, put it in the comments, man. I'd love to know what positions, what strategies you're thinking about with the Baidu stock. What do you see any upside, potential downside, any kind of strategy? So let me know. Put in the comments. It'd be awesome to see. So. But in the meantime, I wish everybody the best. I hope you guys are getting on the right side of these moves, and I'll jump back on here and kind of, give my perspective on what's going down with the Baidu. So best of luck.